I did it and I sent it,
There you
and
go.
I had no expectations because you really can't read somebody off a tape,
No,
especially for that
it's tough.
film.
Yeah.
So I really had to think about my audition. I really had to work it out. It was just a couple lines. It wasn't even about the thinking. It wasn't even about the lines.
Yeah.
It was more about what I was going to put through that camera, what I wanted David to see through that camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I did a slate. I spoke about Jersey. I knew that he wanted somebody from Jersey. I knew, he wants the spirit of Jersey. He wants to smell
More
Jersey.
authenticity. Yeah.
So I let him know, and then I put the audition online. I did the little Silvio bump, and about a week later, they contacted me and said, "There's a little interest. What do you think?" Blah 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 blah. And then, believe it or not, I was ready to turn it down
Why?
because I was going to be away from my daughter for too long. I
Mm,
was like, it's 2 weeks, and then I got to go back for another 2 weeks. I go, it's going to be a pain in the ass.
yeah.
I go, I got these dates. Like I was still fucking, and all of a sudden, Tom Papa, this comedian named Tom Papa, I spoke to him, and I'm like, I don't know. And he goes, are you fucking stupid? You can't be this fucking stupid.
Yeah.
He goes, that's David fucking Chase. Even if the movie is a bomb, he goes, you still get to work with David Chase. You're going to learn something. And
Yep.
I go, you know what? You're right. And I knew this all along. Like I was dying to work with David.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
knew this all along. So I was like, fuck it. Let's
Yeah.
do it. How did it come for you?
Oh, I had heard that they were gonna do a movie. I was like, okay, I'd never seen the show. I kind of was not really a part of it. It was my dad's thing, so I just kind of, was going to college and living life. And then they said there's gonna be a younger Tony, and I said, okay, great. Who's amazing in the movie, William. And then they said there's an age jump, and there's going to be an older Tony, and they want you to audition. Yeah, and I had the almost the opposite experience where my hesitation was at the beginning of just kind of, I was scared. I was like, well, I don't know, should I do it? I don't know if I could do it. A lot of pressure. Not even regards to like all the dad stuff is one layer, but also the layer of like playing Tony Soprano. I want to do it authentically. I want to do it right. It's a very complicated, very important character to a lot of people. And can I do this? And one of the things was just like, what can I add? Like, I didn't know. I thought 86 hours of Tony Soprano, what new is there to say or do? And I got the sides. Um, I was like Carmine. I was auditioning. I was like, who the fuck is Carmine? I was like, I thought I was auditioning for Tony, and I was
I
like, all
told
right,
you, he always throws a curveball at you.
he throws a curveball, and I went in, and my manager at the time was like, it's Doug Abel who's casting. He's a great casting director. I was 19, maybe even 18 at the time during my first audition, which is crazy. And he's a great casting director. So if anything, it's good for me to get in front of good casting directors in practice. And that was kind of like the goal in my head. Like, don't worry about any of this other shit. Just go in front of a good casting director. You'll learn something. You don't have the part, whatever. So I went in, did it, and then over probably like 3 or 4 months, I went in, I think 3 times. And the last audition was with Alan and David. And similarly to you, I did the audition, and David was writing a scene that he had taken it out and put it back in and taken it out, and he just wasn't sure. And he was like, can you read this? Just cold read it. We're thinking about putting it in the movie, but I want to hear it out loud. And like you, I got it. I'd never seen them before. I didn't work on them, but I knew exactly what to do. I was like, I know. I know the tricks in here. I know the jokes. I know when to be serious, when to, because the thing, Tony's very bipolar. He cries, he gets angry, and then he cries, and then he laughs at himself that he's crying, like in the span of 30 seconds. So like you have to just be able to move wherever I want. You know what I mean? You have to be able to get angry and then laugh at yourself, and like I had to have all that. When I knew that I could be handed a page that David wrote and this incredible scene and know how to do it, that's when I sort of was convinced, like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. And then when I heard, holy shit, like Alessandro Nivola and John Bernthal and Vera Farmiga and Corey Stoll, and then we got to meet Samson, who's an incredible actor, and Alexandra, and like all these and Billy and Ray. Like I just was like, this is the greatest gift for a young actor to not only play such a complex and hard and exciting character, but to also get to learn from all of these people. Like it was the best. It was the best.
I was blown. Listen, it takes a lot to blow my fucking wig off. Okay, it takes a fucking lot. I'm an old man. I've been doing this for a while. This blew my fucking wig off. Okay, so I can't imagine what it did for you, man.
Yeah.
It's a great sitcom. It made history. David fucking, if you thought Biggie kicked down the walls, fucking David ripped them off the ground, David is fucking Hurricane Ida, like he just doesn't fuck around, David.
David, yeah.
So I'm very proud of this.
Yeah.
It's the reason why I moved to Jersey.
Yeah.
Like this is complete. I could come back here now and hold my head up high. I'm very proud of myself for being in this movie. I'm proud of myself for behaving the way I did on this movie. It was such a fun time, but I was a professional. I knew my stuff and I worked hard. And I got to meet some great people, and I got to meet you, and I think you're a sweetheart, and I want all the best for you. It's so weird what you look like when I met you and what you look like today. Like,
right?
I remember talking to Nicole one time and going, when are we going to fucking shoot this? And she's like, you think you got fucking problems? This kid's getting older by the day. You know what I'm saying? We got to shoot this shit. He's starting to grow hair. He's starting to get tall, and I'm like, oh my God, I never even thought of that, that he's growing. So I got to meet you. This has just been a tremendous...